Welcome back to Cattle Ranch. It is April. Last episode we expanded our grass field. We'll take a look at how that's coming in. It is ginormous. Today we're going to be doing the same with our grain field. Right now we're just cruising over here to the beef cattle to make sure they get fed. We also have some new additions to the family here that we're going to take a look at. And 14,000 should be enough. We just fed them before we skipped time. Head on back to the dairy barn here to show you guys our new additions. Let's see, we wander around here somewhere and we should see a few of them. Here we go. You know, a 0-month-old Holstein. We got some babies. Let's take a look. So apparently I've been missing this. I want to do a little bit of a better job here. We do have 10 that were born this morning. We have 8 that were born last month and 20 2 months ago. And looking at the 57-month-olds here, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with them. They're starting to age up pretty good, but 80% to reproduction there. And then also we have, this one will be next month. We're going to get 20 more babies. So right now we have 150 out of 150 in this barn. So stuff to think about. And over here we have 56 of 50. So what I'm kind of thinking is we've got the dairy enclosure, or the dairy barn, pretty well populated to where we need to start thinking about moving babies to a second barn. But over here, we need to go a little more aggressive. Let's see what they're due for some more babies over here. Our 34-month-olds are about 4 months away. We have 7 months away for the 31-month-olds and then 40. So not too bad. We're going to hit puberty here with these 16-month-old ones. So I think what we'll do, these 34 months in 4 months, they will end up, the 10 of them will end up going to the butcher house. And we might buy more, but we're getting close over here to only having a few months worth of feed. We have 148,000 in total mixed ration. So we are going to work on expanding the grain field today. That will be the main part of today's episode, but we're going to grab the Magnum here, get it hooked up to the mowers, and we are going to mow the small grass field. And we're going to get a last cut out of that before we start converting that into the extension of our farmyard. This place is a mess, and that's why we want to do that, so we can get a little more organized. And who am I going to have run the cart? I think we'll have the John Deere do it. And take a break from feeding. So we will, slide in there. We will do this in the background while we start working on the grain field. And at this point, I'm really fighting some urges to speed up progress. So I want to focus on the farmyard, but I think that'll happen in a couple episodes. Today, we're really going to focus on expanding the grain field and try to get it closer to its end state that I have in my head. So we were talking about needing 3 more plots of land to pull this off. Be 30, 28, and 42. We would need $471,000, which we are $173,000 short on that, which I think we can pull off. What we're going to do is we're going to sell the cheese. The farmyard is going to wait, but more money will come in fast. We are learning that. Nice. That got us to 351. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the fertilizer that's in the production. I'm going to pick up all those pallets that we had, and we're going to sell those next. So 8,700 liters, and I think we have about another 9,000 in the production right now. So this isn't going to be a huge dollar amount, but it'll get us closer. We're about 120,000 away right now. Oh yeah, I was gonna show us the new grass field coming in nice. Should be June when we make the first cut on it. It's massive, guys. My goodness. And let's go ahead and see. I think we can sell them this way. Maybe we can. Okay, good. Okay, so that got us a little bit closer. Let's go sell all the lettuce we have. And we're heading to the farmer's market. We're just gonna be barely short. I have an idea though. All right, lettuce getting sold here. $5,000 short. And send it. All right, let's go do the idea. We're going to hook up to the trailer. We're going to take a load. I think one load will be more than enough of TMR. We know we're generating some more today, so that's not an issue. You can see all that's getting cut. We might roll that. Whoops, a little too far. I need that trailer. We might still roll that. I don't know when we're going to get to the farmyard, so we will keep that grass field as needed for now. But we're going to have a farmyard and expand the cattle operation to that grass field, because this one to my right is going to be more than enough long term. This should be more than enough to put us over the edge. Let's go ahead to the animal dealer and get this sold. We'll get there eventually. And we have to get everything done today because we want to get oats in the ground, and April is our last opportunity. All right, this should be more than enough. And I did realize, just to full transparency, we do want field 33. We're not going to be able to afford it today. So it'll be close to our end game here for this field at least. Oh, that's slow. So that gave us 19,000. Let's go ahead and get these purchased. 42 we're gonna buy, and it comes with some trees if we wanted to take advantage of it. 30 we're gonna buy. We had 28 already. I did the math wrong. We can do it. So we do have all of that. We're gonna do it. All right, so we have all the fields that we want, for all the farmlands we want for our big field here. And this guy is done. I don't think we want the Magnum yet. I think we definitely want the quad track and the big Elmer's Super 7, I think it was called. This will be fun, 2 episodes in a row making a large field. And this is definitely going to cause me to completely redo our auto drive stuff, but I'm not going to re-cultivate the entirety of it just to save some time. But let's go ahead and get this set up so we can have like a starting width here. And I am going to turn on it, fields enabled. And we're losing our road that we made early on, but that's fine. That was part of the plan. And we'll go ahead and lower now. And we're going to keep on cruising all the way past this road we made. Let's make sure we don't change the road to the right, though, because that one is part of the base game, and I want to keep all of that road structure intact. Start turning. We got a little closer than I wanted to. That's all right. Let's back out, actually, so I can see a little better. So this does open up a decent amount of land that we're not doing anything with yet, that we'll have to make some decisions on eventually, meaning everything to our right. And probably want to change this part to the right here to like a field entrance, like change it to dirt long term, though we just got rid of most of it. And we'll get those to connect, lock in. Go ahead and raise. Should be pretty good for the outline there. We'll come back and do the rest of it, but this is going to be the tough part. And these are just going to be massive fields, my goodness. Should make us rich, though. We're going to pull right there. Let's go ahead and lower it. All right, let's get this outline done. That should be the outline done. Now we just got to fill in all the blanks. I'm going to go into the sky and see this, though. So we got that section to do and connect that middle area and then everything out there. Yeah, these are 2. This is bigger, too. Wow, craziness. Never gone this big, guys. Not on a wilderness type build like this. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of this filled in, then we're gonna have to do a liming session, and then we can get it planted. Rolling would be in our best interest. I guess mulching this area would have been, but we'll probably just miss that this time around. And trying to get up to speed here on the incline. It's weird, it gets a nice jolt, and then it's like, wait a minute, I can't do that. See, there we go. It went up to 11. It keeps switching gears, I think is what the issue is there. And we got the bottom side done, but I wanted to come over here and check just about the right time. Let's save. And this is why I was comfortable selling the TMR we sold, because we're about to get 170,000 liters more of TMR today, so that should be good. All right, let's get it dropped off at the fermenting silo. It'll automatically distribute it to the TMR mixer, and then we'll need to get the Magnum running around, or the, I guess it's a Puma, running around to move from the TMR mixer to the fruit silo. All right, so while that's tipping, going to the productions here, we're gonna go into our fermenting silo and we're gonna activate grass and silage. And that's gonna go for a while, so we're just gonna leave it. And we'll get back at it with the quad track here. Head back up to the northern part of the field, start getting that filled in. And we should be good time-wise to get this planted today. I don't see any reason why we can't pull it off. The amount of time it's just taking to drive back from this field is crazy. Now I don't, is it actually good? Let's see. It is good. It's so good. Let's go ahead and top this up with some lime here. And let's take a look at the map so we can know what we're doing. Yeah, it looks a little silly right now, but it won't in a little bit. Yeah, about what we expected. So just the new sections. We don't have to put lime on the existing fields. And we'll get some lime done. Not the most exciting step of the phase here, or step of the process. So we'll see you on the other side. And just taking an update here, we got most of this bottom of the field done. Haven't gone up top yet. Just getting a little speck that I missed just because we're being a little careful here. Getting maximizing the yield on this big field. It's gonna be a ridiculous harvest. We're gonna go in right now and get what's left in there and see how far it goes before we buy more lime. We probably will need to buy more, but you know, just being careful with money since we blew it all today on fields, on farmland, I should say. Not bad. 86% capacity to start here. And back at it for the long haul now. We should be good on time. I'm a little worried about how long it's gonna take to plant, but we should be good. We probably want to get rolling going on the grass field soon as well. And then while we're thinking about it, what's the fertilizer state looking like here? We will have to do some spraying in some areas for the second application in May. Let's get focused.
Is it bad luck to drive through your grass field before you cut it?
I think it's okay.
We got the liming session completely done. I'm heading over to the fertilizer production so I can fill up with some of our own fertilizer instead of buying it. And then we're gonna head over to the new ginormous field and get some oats in the ground. You know, the purpose for doing the oats is so that we can get some straw. We're starting to get a little low on straw as is. And man, this dairy production's good. We're gonna expand these sooner than later to some bigger productions. Let's see, do I have to open this? I don't. Nice splash. We still have probably around 9,000 in there. And it's producing more, so we should be good. That should be more than enough to get us by. We might need to buy a little bit more seed, but let's get on over to the field so we can get started with planting. And away we go. It'll be interesting to see how this struggles. There's a lot of terrain that we're gonna have to deal with going around this field. It's not having a struggle at all going 9 miles an hour up the hill, which is nice. We do desire to get the rolling done before midnight so that like we can get that actual bonus, because we can't roll tomorrow, we got to roll today. So I think what I'm going to do is get the headlands done, double check the width to see if we have to do a third headland, and then we'll get the rolling going on a worker. And I think that's our best course of action, just like we did in the chicken challenge. Let's go ahead and get speed override going so we can get this done a little bit quicker, and let's get rolling. Well, not rolling yet. Let's get seeding. That is quite the loop around a headland, my goodness. Oats are dropping pretty fast, so we are gonna need some seed. And I'm tempted, since we're right here, to just head to the store and top this off by a couple pallets of seeds and make sure we have enough. So we'll get up to that field entrance, or the store entrance, the road up here, and we'll take a break and get some seed. Oh, just a nice round corner though. Okay, so I think, oh no, he's just gonna continue. All right, so let's go ahead and stop right there. That's a good spot. We'll fold it on up and we'll head on in and we'll get some seed. And I don't remember what this holds, so we'll buy 2 pallets and see if that fills it up completely and then go from there. Should have enough cash for that, no big issue. 2,500 bucks. Yeah, it looks like 2 is gonna be the right amount for now. We can come get more if we need it. Oh, it didn't. Let's get one more now. So that'll get us a nice start. We'll have 3,300. What do you guys prefer? Do you like to see a lot of different fields with a lot of different crops, or are you enjoying this different approach of just really going big? Looking for some feedback on that, see what you guys think. I like to mix it up. I feel like we've gone a little bit too big, too consistent lately, and we need to have something going that are smaller fields and multiple crop types to mix it up. Yeah, let me know. Let's get this second headland done and we can get the rolling started. All right, headlands are officially done. I think what I want to do is head on over, I don't know which side of the field to start this on. Man, I might look at the angles that they're going and adjust them a little bit. Yeah, let's get up to, I guess this is, which direction are we headed? South right now? Southeast? Kind of makes sense to just leave it the way it is. I think I do want to get a couple of these passes done to give us a little bit more of a head start though. And we'll have to get the roller started up here so that it'll do the same. We might just do this planting and then do the rolling myself. Or maybe I'll get it like half done. Let's take a break real quick. I want to check on what this is. Okay, it's getting filled up slowly. Maintenance is bad on this one. That one is full of slurry. Rolling's going good. All right, we got a little check going. Let's go ahead and continue with this. Yeah, I think I'll get to about the middle of the field, or maybe when we run out of seed, and then I'll get the roller going with probably the Magnum. But boy, we're gonna struggle going up and down this field. We'll learn. Next time we'll probably adjust and go sideways, but let's see how this goes. I think either way we're gonna deal with a big slope, so picking the better approach. And I just think that the way this field is, the longer passes are this way, so it would make sense. So let's keep going. Enough rambling. Let's get her done.
All right, we got these weird areas done, you know, with the smaller passes. So what I think I'm gonna do is come over here, get this lined up, and then we're gonna grab the Puma. No, we'll grab the Magnum and get the rollers configured on that. And that should be a decent head start. We will have to do that on course play to make sure they start where they need to. And we'll try to stay ahead of them, but we'll find out how this is gonna work. So the Magnum is here, going super slow, finishing the rolling, but I think this is the end here for them. So perfect timing, really compacting that grass into the ground. And it's almost time to possibly buy an even bigger roller, but we're gonna see the width. I don't remember. 2 headlands should be enough though, and we'll do 1 headland with the rolling. Yeah, this area is opened up big enough. Yeah, we got plenty of room on these 2 headlands, so we'll get up here. We'll start where we did on the last one, but we'll do course play like I mentioned, and hopefully that will set it up to start doing the ups and downs on this side of the field. In theory, that's worked every time for us so far. We will do, whoops, no speed override on this just to make sure things look good. So let's go ahead and, nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go in here, clear their current course, and we will set this up for, oh, what did we do? We do have a worker selected. Let's deactivate that. And we'll do 1 headland, generate course. Boy, look at that thing. And that looks like what we want. So let's go ahead and let them get started. And we will switch on back here and continue on our merry way and hope we gave them enough of a jump start to never see them again. Well, we'll see them, but not run into each other. Let's keep it going. Well, we just got done with seeding and we have quite a bit of rolling to finish. Well, there we go. Get the map to update here. Let's take a look at what needs rolled. You can see that side there needs rolled. We didn't roll the grass, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. And some of this is going to be, I switched courses, so I don't know how much this is going to be wasteful, but we are taking over at this point. Going to try to get this done before midnight. We did have to buy, I think it was about 4,000 more seed. And yeah, it's gonna, the angle's a little bit off on switching to working steering assist instead of course play, but it'll just be a couple passes and we'll be good. So I'm hoping I get it done. I'm not gonna adjust the time. I'm not gonna slow it down just so we can get it done. I wanna kind of see what happens when we hit midnight and I'll give you an update then. Well, it is almost 11 o'clock. We are finally finishing this up. We had about an hour to spare. Not too bad. So we did get the rolling done. We'll have to do the weeding and the extra, well, obviously we had to do the extra fertilizer next month. So we'll be doing that in May, but we need to make it daylight so we can kind of, let's see what's going on here. Let's make it morning. It is May. We're just going to do a couple little things to make sure the cows are taken care of. We got this one full of feed already. Head on over to the beef cattle. We got our milk production running, or our milk UPS driver, just, you know, picking up and delivering. And this should be enough to top them off this morning. We got some babies in here. All right, did that take all of it? It did, but they should, whoa, that's fun. They should be good. Let's go ahead and get out of here and take a look at our new field. We do have a little bit of rain here. I don't see any in the forecast, so I'm assuming it's gonna go away at 8:30. But there they go with another load of milk. Yeah, definitely have some weeds growing in here that we'll have to get taken care of. Hoping that our weeder is good enough. We don't have to figure out a different plan for that. But what a ginormous field. What a crazy field. So we'll see you next episode. That's where we're going to leave you. We'll get through all of May and we're going to get to the cut of that grass next episode for the first time. Let's go double check that real quick. I don't think we're going to have enough money to get a second mowing set up for this for next episode, but eventually we will. We might have to do the first one with just one. It's going to be a giant effort. Thanks for hanging out on Cattle Ranch today. I'm Socks Way Up. I'll catch you on the next episode.